heard of Talon Rock, right? Big rocky mountain on the northern part of Primordia. It's that big spire you can even see from the city. That area hasn't been fully explored yet, so Eleonora is always nagging us to go out there and get out there and do a survey. But the Talon Rock Mountain is swarming with dangerous indigents, which makes it a big hassle. We've been kicking that can down the road forever. Now they aren't even offering us any other missions, so we basically have no choice but to do it. That Eleonora is the face of an angel, but she's doing the devil's work in the receptionist's guise.
Hi. Wow.
Hey, you're that new crew member they found, aren't you? So what do you think? Isn't this town huge? But as big as it seems, Mira is a whole lot bigger, so don't go running off half-cocked. That comm device you're holding can display a map of the surrounding area. If you lose your bearings, just fire it up and take a look. The triangle is your current position, the teal dots are your fellow team members. And the white dots are people like me. As for skills, well, you don't have one of those yet, but so never mind. When you do get one, take a look at your map and see for yourself. And you still have an icon above your head, so I don't know if their icons over their heads don't really tell me if I've talked to them or if I'm out of dialogue from them or anything. And you think they could have changed that because that was nicer in Xenoblade 3.
Commander Vandam.
Well now, look what the cat dragged in.
Sorry we missed you last time. We could have come to meet you at HQ, you know.
Indeed. I suggested as much. Twice.
And we know how much I enjoy being told what to do. Anyway, I hear you tangled with a tyrant, way out of your league, on a training mission, no less. That was reckless, and goddamn magnificent.
So, Commander, to what do we owe the pleasure of your visit here today?
Well, I can't just ask Nagi to do everything for me. I'd be out of a job.
Hey, I delivered you the new recruit, didn't I?
Yeah, you won the bet. Don't worry about it, all right? I'll settle up with you later. You know I'm good for it.
The bet?
I'm sure I'm needed elsewhere. If you'll all excuse me, Commander.
Well, that wasn't obvious at all.
Huh. Look at you two. I swear, you're like two children excited about a new toy.
Look who's talking. I don't recall ever seeing you file a request to personally train a rescue before.
Is that so odd?
It is before we'd even asked him to become a blade, little miss stick in the rear.
Usually I ask when I don't get your slang expressions, but something tells me to just let that one go.
Enough about that. Where are your manners, anyway? I still haven't been introduced to our new recruit here.
Commander Vandam is Blade's top officer.
In a past life, I was chief engineer on the White Whale. Same idea, basically. Someone has a problem, I fix it. You follow? Huh. Not much for conversation, are you?
So you still haven't told us why you're here. From the look of things, I'm guessing this isn't a social call.
You don't think?
No. So let's cut the crap and get down to business.
Ha! Sounds like you're learning my expressions just fine, Elma. Anyway, first we need Chatty Cathy here to choose a division and pull an assignment.
Pretty much everyone in New LA works for Blade, in one of several different fields. Helping to explore Mira, or to maintain order in the city, or, well, you remember Nagi's speech, right? There are 8 different fields in all, and each one has its own branch within Blade. Officially, they're called divisions. Naturally, you'll want to choose one that best suits your personality and your talents.
Let's start with the Pathfinders. Pathfinder's #1 responsibility: is planting data probes, like you did on your training mission. It may not be the sexiest job, but important? You bet your ass it's important. We've only been on Mira 2 months. We don't know jack about this place. The more probes we install, the faster we can get our bearings here and give ourselves a fighting chance.
We've already detailed how important it is we expand the Frontier Nav network ASAP. So, for the time being, I'll just remind you of the highlights. It helps us keep Blade safe. It helps us keep the city safe. And most important of all, it's the key to locating the missing parts of the Lifehold and recovering the rest of the human race.
Okay, next up, Interceptors. You met Akalov and Evans, right? Irina and Gwen? This is their division. Interceptors have one main duty. Protect New LA and everyone in it from the wildlife here on Mira. Right now, this is probably our busiest division. Interceptors ride shotgun for the research eggheads, they escort VIPs around, and they help any other idiots who get caught out there with their pants down.
Next are the Harriers. Remember Doug Barrett, the Skell pilot conducting the test flight with Lynn? He's part of the Harriers. If you think of the Interceptors as defense, Harriers would be New LA's offense. They specialize in preemptive strikes on clear and obvious threats. But only on clear and obvious threats. They're not meant to go out and just blast any indigene that moves.
And you got your Reclaimers. These guys are in charge of finding the other pieces of the White Whale. Among other things, that is. Including anything of ours left behind after a battle. Skell debris, weapons, personal effects. It can get a bit morbid, frankly, but it's gotta be done. Until we're up and running here on Mira, and have this place completely figured out. Everything we brought from Earth needs to be treated like it's irreplaceable. Also, the search for the Lifehold. That's mostly on the Reclaimers.
Next, Curators. Curators are the first to scout ahead to unexplored territory, bringing back whatever samples they can get their hands on. Fruits, bugs, sticks and stones, you name it. It's not all picking berries, though. Being a curator also means being the first to encounter unknown indigens.
Next? All right, prospectors. Prospectors do, well, prospecting. They poke around, looking for minerals, resources, and whatnot. Things we need for everyday life here. We packed all the essentials we could on the White Whale, but that won't last forever. We need to be able to replenish our water and fuel if we want to survive. And sooner or later, we're gonna have to figure out how to replace things from scratch. From the socket on a Skell's knee joint, right down to the frying pan in Lynn's kitchen. Without these guys busting their butts, we'd have no future to speak of.
Next up, Outfitters. All of our ground gear and Skell weaponry is developed in conjunction with private arms manufacturers, or AMs. Outfitters are Blade's way of supporting these AMs. They'll seek out anything that might inspire new weapon ideas, and even assist with testing new prototypes.
Finally, the Mediators. These are the folks who keep everything hunky-dory with John and Joan Q public. Any problems a civvy has, they come to Mediators. Fight with your neighbor? Mediators. Lost cat? Mediators. It's not a division for everyone. You need to be a jack of all trades, and a people person. Someone with my charming personality? Probably not the best mediator. But if you got what it takes, it's a clutch role, keeping things cool on the home front.
All right, so I think that's all 8 divisions. Any idea which one you'd like to join? Don't fret about it too much. Whichever you choose, you still have a lot of freedom in how you operate. Mediators can still get out there and mix it up, hunt indigents, whatever. And if a Harrier wants to take a break and settle an argument, that's their prerogative too. To be honest, even though it's sort of frowned upon, you can actually change your division whenever you like. So there's really no reason to stress about this. All right, you ready to choose?
I mean, I don't want to explain them again. That's going to take a while. Is there any gameplay, like, difference to these? I'm actually going to look this up. I've played this before. I think I'm allowed to look at this up.
Yeah, and? We're on pins and needles here.
Okay. When looking it up, apparently it does very little. It changes some leveling, not main leveling, but blade leveling, meaning if I did this one, I would get more experience by placing data probes as opposed to others. And apparently, like, prospectors are always, like, always do the best and get you more rewards every day, question mark. But the only reason to care about being at the top technically is for something that I don't have access to right now. And curators gain 5 times the points per every item orb you pick up. And I'm going to be doing a lot of that anyways. So as much as I'd be like, yes, place probes and whatever, there's only so many probes. There's a lot of item orbs. Maybe I'll switch to prospectors later. Maybe I will never change.
Then it's settled?
All right. Thank God that's over. By the power invested in me, yada yada, you're officially a Blade.
Congrats, and welcome.
I know you're gonna do great.
Now for the job. Let's get down to brass tacks. Nelson's team has gone missing. Last contact we had, they were installing a data probe out in eastern Primordia. Then, nothing.
Nelson. Pathfinders, right?
Are we talking indigents here or what?
Your guess is as good as mine, but they did have a skell with them. You'd think they could hold their own, or at least run away.
All right, we're on it. We'll head to their last known location and go from there.
Report whatever you find ASAP.
Of course. Let's move out.
Roger that.
Storage probe. I can now use stuff. That's nice. And we have fast travel. Oh boy, I already see like a quest over there. How nice. I'm not going to worry about quests quite yet. I think we'll just continue the main story for a little bit until I'm a little bit higher of level.
Hey.
Just to, info lover. Sure. Just so I can get a little bit into this. So, basic missions. Oh, there's not very many of these at all right now. And also it said that I could have 20 of these. I'm pretty sure that's way more than you could have originally. I think it was something like maybe 5 or 10. But yeah. Our customers demand steak. Honestly, I should just accept all of these. Basically, recommended level 11. Because most of these are very simple. Even this one is not that bad. Please bring us some ZZ rabbits. Oh, got another achievement, of course. acorn abacuses. I'm just gonna grab all of these, and we'll see about this. Even this one's only level. No, I'm not gonna abandon anything. We'll not worry about these too much. I don't know if these are random. They could be random. I honestly, they really very much could be. But I have a bunch of them. Oh, one of them's done. That's convenient. It should really show me which ones are that I could do that too. Also, it's so crazy how high you can jump. What?
Oh, listen.
Information. That new crew member wants you. Yeah, I'm not gonna worry about quests right now. You're right on my way, though. That feels very important.
Hey, now what?
Or excuse me. Sorry to bother you, and I know you're terribly busy. But is there any way you might help with a rather urgent request? Promise I won't take much of your time. Heck, I don't have much of my own to spend taking up yours. Sorry, getting off track. Anyway, I know I should be running this request through official channels and all that, so I'm sorry. But there's just no time. I'm desperate at this point, and I'm literally take any help I can get. Not to say that you're just anybody. You're great. Look, I know I must sound completely bonkers, but just hear me out, okay? And that's all I ask. Really? You're going to listen to me? Oh man, what are the odds that the very first person I asked would help me out, huh? Like 9 to 1? I'm shy, you see, and I'd about work myself into a panic thinking I'd have to keep approaching strangers. Well, with the staring and the awkwardness and... Yes, so I need to deliver some supplies to Blade team in the field. I'm a mechanic, you see, specializing in scales. I tend to head up a lot of important projects. Sorry, did that sound braggy? Anyway, I just got a call from a team that's always been nice to me. They're asking me to bring them supplies so I can do a field repair of their scales. Apparently something called a whimsical duo gill attacked them after they left on a mission, and now they're stranded out there. Pride myself on customer service, but me wandering around outside the city is just... No, bad idea. Bad idea. Especially with the whimsical duo gill that broke their skull still kicking around. Much as I wanted to help, I'm just a mechanic. There's only so much I could do. But on the other hand, the thought of those poor scales lying there all beat up just broke my heart. So I gathered some adventure-y stuff and left town, but then kind of panicked about what to do next. The only sane plan I could come up with is asking someone else for help, and then you came along. You talk a lot. It's like magic, only not. Anyway, I know I should post this in miscontrol. Yeah. I don't have time for rules, man. I can't just stand around filling out paperwork and cutting red tape or whatever. Oh, and I'll pay you, of course. Or actually, the leader of the team you'll be rescuing will. I hope. At any rate, they're really in trouble, so if you could get these supplies to them, I'd really appreciate it. Wow. Speaking of stuff, these basic missions, one of them wanted me to have a specific weapon, I think. Some weapon data. What do you mean, show on map? Very specific locations. Titanium knife 2. I don't want to upgrade you right now. Augments. Creating gear. Did I open the wrong shop? Whoa, some of them are already leveling up a little bit. Maybe because I've been using their weapons. Okay, here's stuff. Titanium knife 2 is what I need. I can't afford it. It requires level 10. So I'll just hold on to it. And we'll come back here when I have actual income. So let's just head out there and start doing random objectives. Hopefully it's not too complicated. Immediately sidetracked to pick up all these items because they're just taunting me out here. I'm sure I'll need them for something. Well, you guys have targets over your heads. I'm just gonna attack you then.
We can do this.
I'm starting to think you guys are the enemies I'm supposed to be attacking with the specific weapon. Creeping Blatas? Is that what you were? Yeah. I'm gonna ignore you then. I'll be back for them later. Oh, we're right here again. Can I interact with this? No. That's fine. Oh, this item orb or item, not really an orb, this item has a quest over it. Cran jelly. That's nice to be able to spot it from a distance.
I'll get the jump on him. Attack up.
Oh, I can pick up items while in actions are going on. That's nice. All these items right here. Oh, and I finished that one. Yeah, I don't know if these are randomly generated missions or what. I don't think it matters too much.
They look pretty
Don't know if I've fought you before. Level 11s. I am cutting it high at these ones, aren't I? Luckily the other one didn't aggro, and we are doing pretty well here. I'm upping our what? I don't know what those bars on the bottom left are for. I would assume for chain attacks, but we don't have access to that yet.
I need healing.
But it's also very fast.
This is nothing.
And I'm down.
Take down our foe.
But wait until force, which is 30 seconds. Which looks awful right now, but they might be able to kill it. So there are two of them that are attacking us, aren't there? No, it doesn't look like it's gonna happen. Can I just give up? No. And we're all the way back here. About halfway to where we were. Oh, well. Here he is. There's a guy out here with a quest. I'll try picking this one up too. Please, Monica, you've got to understand. As Blades, our first priority is coming home alive. And the one responsible for this team, as the one responsible for this team, I have to take the path with the least amount of risk. Does he want to give up his life to save ours? Pathetic. Look, if you don't want to go, that's fine. I'll find Connor alone. Monica, that's crazy. Will you please listen to me for a second? Huh? What is it? If you're out here, I'm guessing it's because you're a Blade. In that case, let me ask you something. Should an entire team risk their lives and rescue one single member? Or should that team run back to New LA like a pair of sniveling cowards and wait for reinforcements? Probably rescue. See? You got guts. What if our friend dies while we're sitting on our asses back in LA? What then? If the two of us go missing as well, how does that help Connor? This is a difficult ask, but would you head north to Sickle Rock Rise and see if you can find an interceptor named Connor? He's part of our team. We got separated on a survey job and he hasn't come back. Recommended level is 3. Thank you. I know it should be me going instead, but we got beaten to a pulp when our survey mission turned into an impromptu copper sinisula hunt. Unless we're both at a loss here. As you can probably tell, I'm afraid if we go, we'll just invite more trouble. Sorry I had to see any of this, but know that I really appreciate the help. We both do. As soon as we know Connor's location, we'll do our best to rescue him. Please help us find our friend. You know what? That is a direction... There's a tyrant on the way. I could fast travel to this section. That's interesting. You know what? It wouldn't be that bad. Because I want to be able to find that anyways. Yeah, let's head in that direction. more or less. Because I'm running into a little bit of walls because I'm too low of a level to realistically get places. Some wreckage here. Quickly grab that. Nice. I already see the beam I need to go to. Ooh. Levels. Ew. Level 23. And there's a... Was it only level 13 Tyrant there as well? Kind of crazy. Anyways. Install data probe. Nice. What is this? Normal mission. Oh, I see. Oh, and you can fast travel to the probes. That's convenient. It does make some sense. The levels aren't that bad because if they're not aggressive. You know what? Maybe I should be taking some of this more leisurely and just running past danger more than requiring myself to fight everything I see.
Hey.
Oh, sweet baby back ribs. You're human. Guess my luck hasn't completely run out on me. Those monsters were chasing me everywhere. First I ran out of ammo, then I lost my comm device. Then, well, I was pretty sure my time was up. Well, you're still the one I owe. Though I could totally picture the two of them going at it. They're like an old married couple. Still, I suppose just report back and let them know I'm okay. Hate to bother you, but could you help me look for my comm device? It should be nearby. And we're both fellow blades and all, but I'm still willing to pay you for your time. It's my goof up that put us here anyway. Well, it's just... What do you mean nearby? How is that considered nearby? At all. There's a level 8 guy here. I think I should be fine fighting you. Wait, why am I afraid of falling down? I don't think I take fall damage in this game. I could be wrong, but from memory, I don't think there is fall damage. Especially when you can jump so high. It just doesn't really make sense. New area. New place to put a probe. Might as well, these are very important to do. What new things can I see? Some treasures and some tyrants. Great. Exactly what you want to see. What is... No, I wanted to... Level 52. Yeah, we're not fighting that thing for a while. Not for a very long time. Level 36 is right where I need to be, but you're vision based. I don't even see the item. Oh, I do. Can I? Do you think I could pick it up without them?
Looks like we've got no choice.
Run. These guys are very fast. How far do I have to run?
It's all on me now.
One more hit.
Oh, I got achievement for dying, I guess? That's weird, I've died a couple times before that.
This is good.
No, I can't really get close at all. How? This wasn't a level 36 quest, though. That's the weird thing. Unless you guys aren't here at, like, night or something. I got it. Okay, that works somewhat. Ooh, expert drifter. Oh, okay. I'm maximum rank in current class. We'll get to that shortly. That should be fun. Okay, classes are interesting. Rank progress 55 out of 55. Sure. rank max. So now we can get into new classes that progress down. For example, Elma is a Full Metal Jaguar, and Lynn is a Shield Trooper. I've checked this earlier. So what do we want to do? Well, currently we definitely still need knives. At the moment, do I even have a railgun? Mastering classes weapons allows you to use those weapons in any associated arts, even when using a different class. Okay. But I can't use those ones. Okay, that's fine. I apparently have a combat railgun or ray gun that's not even in the menu there for me to view. Yeah, I'll worry about what the classes look like later because it's gonna be weird. It's like it's similar to what you could do in 3. Well, it's more that 3 kind of copied this system a little bit. Except I have multiple classes, or multiple class trees to level up instead of just a lot of classes.
Well,
Any luck? Once I got that baby, I can reach the others no matter where they are. Hey, nice work. I'm impressed. Glad to see at least one of us here is a pro. And now I know who to turn to for help next time things take a turn for the worse. Alright, let me call up the others here. Managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. Here, this is my way of saying thanks. Really appreciate the help. You have a follow-up quest?
well,
Hey there, zombie. I managed to get in touch with my team, thanks to you. They're on their way here now. So what are you doing back out here anyway? You bored or something? So I suppose I can give you that bounty assignment I flubbed. The marks of bold Sinicula, whatever, that have been running around making life hell for everyone. Huh, somebody's chomping at the bit, huh? I bet you take that bad boy down without breaking a sweat. I'll forward the details to your comm device. Here, have at it whenever you like. Recommended level is 8. I could do this right now, I guess. Oh, it's so far away. Yeah, I don't have anything anywhere near there. I could be getting close to it, technically. I think I'm going to go back to this quest. Recommended level is 9. What is this? Recommended level 9. So I'm not crazy about that I have to have a nice trip. I think that's for fast traveling for the first time. I'm not crazy that I've been feeling under-leveled. I technically have been.
all right, so
We should weaken them just to be safe.
And now we have new abilities. Chrome armor. I think I've already had that one. Beam barrage and slit edge.
Hit him again for me.
I might have already had slit edge.
Yeah, we're on top of this now.
beam barrage.
Ooh, that's fancy looking.
I owe
The
you
backup.
one.